Have you ever asked yourself, what is cloud computing? What is Windows Azure? And what's the impact of these technologies likely to be? Well, I have, so I decided to make my way along to the UK Azure Net user group and ask a few people I thought might have some answers.
Hi, I'm Richard Prodger, I'm Technical Director at AWS.
I'm Richard Anscombe, I'm Commercial Director of AWS. We're a Microsoft Gold Partner and we've got offices in Ipswich and Prague.
Yeah, I'm Matt Davey, Director of Technology from Lab 49, Financial Consultancy.
My name is Jamie Thompson. I work for EMC Consulting in the UK.
Thinking about what customers will think about cloud services, and what really excites me is the ability to have, if you like, a big button that you can turn to consume the utility.
That's an interesting question. I think it's a fairly significant paradigm shift for the computing industry. I think it's going to make a significant difference to the way we develop applications.
From a financial perspective, I think it's, financial vertical, I think it's very interesting because at the moment banks spend a horrific sum of money in basically building out their data centers around the world. So from that perspective, if they can offload some of the processing power into Azure and various cloud applications, then I think it's a big benefit. And the hedge funds and people like that are already taking advantage of it.
At the moment, I see quite a lot of opportunities. I do a lot of work in enterprise software kind of things, and see loads of problems around the way people manage their infrastructure. And I actually think there's quite an opportunity with, if people can make that step to a different paradigm, as it were, maybe we can start to do things right this time, because there's a lot of lessons to be learned about the way things have been done wrong in the past in the way that enterprises manage their data. Right, there's loads of problems with data silos all over the place and things like that. Now, if we can put in proper procedures right at the start when we're moving to something different, then maybe we can try and avoid some of those problems.
Yeah, talking to a couple of clients at the moment, one with a big system, we just started work on it, go live probably December this year. Where do they put it? Because if it works really well, then it's going to be stamped out worldwide. So if you're talking about all infrastructure challenges, extensibility, ease of doing that, concentrating on rolling out a commercial model, and if you like, letting you guys help take the worry of the servicing of that and where it sits. So I think being able to sell a model where we start at one level and then we consume the gas and we turn the gas up, and if we want to go worldwide, we turn the button around and we consume more services, I think it's got real potential.
Well, that's a very interesting question as well, because I think what you've done in terms of the level of abstraction is a completely new model, not one that had occurred to me or would have occurred to me a couple of years ago. But actually seeing what you've done in terms of not now having to worry about, remote desktoping onto a remote VM which you have complete admin access to. You've taken all that away, and it's really getting down to a point now where you can, from within the development environment, just say, go and push this application into the cloud, and you manage all of that for us. And that's a fundamental shift from the competition, I think, and that's particularly interesting.
Well, we're doing some interesting stuff with where live services and social sites, social networking, taking those relatively new concept and putting them into a commercial and a business environment. So if you like, social networking for the business. And so we're familiar with things like Instant Messenger and with the whole live platform and how that integrates and how you can kind of combine typical business applications with the real need to sort of talk people's languages, people in business are used to using social networking tools, if you like, at home, and bringing those into a business environment. So if we can put that whole thing in a cohesive and a collected place, the Azure services that Microsoft's offering, that's great. Lots of our customers are using the product. They're using Microsoft products. They're using classically development products and SQL Server, etc., but they're also starting to talk about using things like Instant Messenger as part of their daily operation in business. So bringing that into a place where if they want to use it and again they want to turn the gas up, then it's a very cohesive and a message that they can put in a box and understand.
I think the most interesting thing is basically the service bus. I think if the service bus provides common style push technology and then you can plug on an RIA front end in Silverlight, I think the advantages of being able to build some type of trading application, which is essentially the processing power is hosted in the cloud, is a big benefit. So that's the most interesting thing I can see today.
There's lots of different stories at the moment. Especially interested in the SQL data services stuff. My background is SQL Server, so the recent announcement where you're going to be offering a relational model in the cloud is very interesting. I'm sceptical as to whether it's going to scale quite as much as the guys are saying it will. There's certain artificial limitations that are out there from day one, which are kind of put a blocker on that, in my opinion. But we need to think about ways we can build that, how we can use that, how we can build applications differently in the future. But yeah, SQL data services is where I'm really interested right now.